Hello and welcome back to the table, folks. We are here a little bit late due to some technical issues, but everything should be solved. Welcome to episode 50. This is our 50th episode anniversary. It's crazy, right?
Wow. Do we get presents?
Yeah, maybe.
New characters.
Because
New characters, yeah.
Yep.
We all die.
After today's, we're gonna just like do a clean slate after today's episode.
We finally meet a beholder, and that's it. Voomp.
Oh, I've been waiting so long to finally put a beholder on you guys. The day will come.
Yeah, in
when
5
you
years.
when you are ready.
That'll be episode 250. Yes.
Yeah. So at this point, you should know what to do. You know our game. We're all going to be rolling, except Tiala, who's done it 2 times, the last 2 times. We made a little special rule for the recap of the last episode that whoever's done it the last session is excluded for this round.
Then she's already used to it and can do the recap anyways, no?
I thought she would do
but
it
that
every
would be
time.
boring, no?
Yeah, I think we only rolled like once, and then that person does it every time.
That was it?
No.
Every time. All right.
I don't think so. But I'm just gonna roll for fun to see if it would be me again.
And if it is you, we'll just take you as well.
No.
So everybody do a roll. Oh my god, that's a 17 on my end.
I got a natural 20.
11. I'm
A
sorry.
I got a natural 20. Oh my god. Like I did, like I'm
11 for Blackwater and...
I got a 9.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 9 and versus a 20. All right, so 1 to 10, it's going to be Freon. And 11 to 20, Branwolf. And it is, wow, a natural 1.
Ooh.
So that means Freon gets to recount what happened last week.
It's an
Enjoy.
easy
Oh, Freon!
Uh,
What happened last week?
Oh yeah, we had our meeting with Stinky and his buddies. That didn't go that well at the beginning,
For
I
him.
would say. Well, at the beginning it didn't go that well for Tiala, if I remember correctly.
I mean, it
She
always
got punched
depends
in
on
the
the
face
teamwork,
for
you know.
several times. But yes, we caught him in the end, smashed his buddies to pieces, and got some information out of him that I'm not quite sure if he is working for the caravan people or if he's with the caravan people.
Working for...
I think so as well, yeah. And we kind of made up like a meeting with I don't remember her name, Brunhilde of whatever. Like, Branwolf got the hots for her.
Yeah.
But then he's like this, if you're not on the tree when I'm counting to 3, you're free.
Your ass is mine.
Yeah.
I like that. If you're not on the tree when I'm counting to 3, your ass is mine.
So yeah, we made up a meeting point in the Dwarven lands up north, right next to the cairn.
Yeah.
Yes, he talked about, like Stinky talked about a place called Crom's Stand, where supposedly somewhere near the entrance of the valley.
Yeah.
Is he actually called Stinky?
No, he has a name. My character sheet for him has a name, but
I called him Stinky.
Yeah, he's
because
Stinky.
Stinking.
I mean, he actually had a nickname, but I might just have to change it to Stinky. Who knows?
And yeah, that was it, right? Then we went back to the pub.
I love that. To meet with Torga Icewind is her name, because you said you wanted to meet her.
Yeah.
Because for some reason she might be inclined in meeting you, and Branwolf gave her a necklace of his.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
That was like, take
that
this
was-
necklace.
Take this necklace and make
Maybe
sure
she might want to meet us. Who knows?
Torga, I know, yeah.
Should have sent you a picture of yourself.
Torga.
A crude drawing.
Yeah, just, hey baby, wanna meet up?
Yeah, a stick drawing with a big sword and a even
Yeah.
bigger dong or something.
Yes, no, maybe.
It's just
3
me.
boxes.
Yeah. Yeah. Big, heavy, sweaty love. Yeah, and I guess we're gonna meet now in the morning with Kruna, Koroks,
Yeah.
and was it Stove? Or
Kruna
Stone.
was.
Stone. Kruna, Koroks, and Stone.
Kruna, Codex, and Storn.
Storn.
Those are the-
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, you went back to the North Look.
Yeah, I got
And,
some sleep.
Exactly. I mean, because your initial plan was now for this day to help these like dwarves, because
Yeah.
they like the day before they asked you for help regarding like finding a lost shipment of iron ingots that they lost.
Yep.
And yeah, but you guys, you can all take a long rest as you took the night to lick your wounds from this barn battle.
So.
But yeah, the next morning dawns. You guys awaken to the smell of there's like something like interesting in terms of smell is cooking. You don't like get like quite grasp at what it might be, but then coming down you see that there's like several portions of what looks like boar ham steak being served on eggs all around. It's already like busy, not as busy as like the evening before in this tavern, but you definitely see that Scramsax, he's like already tending to the people around. And I don't know, do you guys like sit down first? You don't spot initially, I don't know who's the first one who's coming down from in terms of who wakes up the earliest.
I guess
Tiana.
probably me.
Probably
Yeah.
Tiana. Okay, yeah.
Tiana's
You don't see your 3 dwarven friends anywhere like within the room currently.
Now we said we meet for breakfast because I remember before retiring, they said we'll see you in the morning. So maybe they're out getting provisions. Or matter of fact, as soon as I come down, the first thing I would like to check and see is to talk with Scramshax what we might need heading out to the Dwarven lands. Is there anything that he thinks we might need on provisions? Any extra pelts of some kind, or something?
Yeah, shortly before like Scramsax chimes in, you hear like from across the room like stupid old Bidey again. Hey, it's a place I like to go. Like finishing his song because somebody touched him apparently again.
Stupid.
But yeah, he's like that damn fish. You were saying you were looking for something to go out. Well, I think didn't you already task your dwarven friends about
They
getting
said-
some
they said,
snowshoes
Yeah,
and tents?
That's true. They said that they give us with everything. Now, what I forgot is to ask them if they planned on hoofing it or if we were going to get dog sleds. That's something I didn't. I have to ask them as soon as.
Well,
we see
I put down on your tab like the parking for one of the dog sleds.
That's
You have
true.
one,
We have one. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So if worst comes to worst, we definitely have one for us. And I figure that since they're heading up there, they probably will have their own. So I'm
But
not
they're
going to worry
not
about
coming
that.
with us, are they?
Weren't we going to go together, or were they going to meet us there?
They did say that they wanted to like rest up because they were quite like beaten
Oh,
down from
okay,
after.
no.
Because what
No,
happened
that's
was that
true. They gave
their
us, yeah.
sled more or less was
That's
attacked,
That's
and
right.
one of them they were 4 initially. One of them didn't make it, and they like hiked the way back down to.
That's true. And we're supposed to. There's 2 things we're supposed to check up there. The one is to meet up with Clan Battlehammer to maybe get their friendship by also helping the provisions come back to Brinchander. And
Yeah, the shipment.
also there is maybe to kind of let's take revenge on whatever took the lives of their buddy, because there was something like the legend of a Yeti or an abominable snowman.
What's the rest of you doing? Are you down with Branwolf as well, sitting down at a table, or?
I'm having breakfast with Tiala. I don't know if the rest are already
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm still
After
sleeping.
I packed all my stuff,
Okay, Freon is ready to leave.
coming down, and yeah.
Yep, we're
Yeah,
packed
you
and
see
ready.
as you sit down with Bramwolf and Tiala, you see the door opening, and it seems like a group of 4, like properly outfitted, tall, look like men enter the inn room. You do see that they have like some sort of regalia. They have like some leather and chain shirts going. One of them actually has a shield that resembles the like the emblem of Bryn Shander itself. And you see them immediately starting to talk to a couple of people in smaller groups on the side. Like not your table, but like others that they seem to be almost like in a fashion working their way through asking folk stuff. Is there anything
So
you'd like to do instead of
do they seem like guards, city
Yeah, they
guards, or?
look like guards. So you've seen a couple of them before, wandering around outside.
So I'm gonna whisper to the others. So what's our story here?
We killed a whole bunch of people in the barn and left. No.
Okay, maybe you should answer those
Um,
questions. Yes.
I don't know. Tiala, what's our story? Duh.
I don't know.
Yeah, at this moment, one of the
She's been
tallest one of them
She's been
kind of
hanging around me too much. I
shambles
don't know.
over to you. Good evening, sirs and madam.
Good evening, boy. You had
Good
you had a
morning.
long night.
It's been a long night. Yes.
Yeah, I was
We've
just
had
gonna say.
some issues outside of town.
Oh, really? Is there trouble in town?
Well, we're not quite sure yet. We heard of some commotion in the stables outside of town last night. The rundown ones down near the south gate. We're just here asking questions, of course. Folks that arrive new in town. I haven't seen you before. Can you tell me where you were last night, around the time of sometime between 9 and 11?
Well, I
I
believe.
already checked with the innkeep, Mr. Wormington over here. He said something that you arrived sometime around shortly after 10 or so.
Oh, well, he probably was now before that. If looking over to Freon and to the others, kind of giving a nod. I think around that time I was probably into my 8th mug. I don't know. We had that drinking game. We started out, and then I really can't remember. But
I did talk to a fellow who mentioned he actually pointed me towards you, that he was drinking with you fine folks. Looking at my notes here, that was sometime around 7:30 ish. But I'm specifically asking about the time somewhere between 9 and well, I'm guessing 9 and 10 then, since you apparently arrived shortly after 10 in the evening.
hmm.
And he like expectantly looks at you, looking at his notepad and his little.
Well, I gotta tell you, true officer, I'm a big man, but I really can't take my drink, and I had a wee bit more. And if you ask my buddies, they brought me to bed last night. I don't think they'll remember either.
But what about the rest of you fine folks then?
I know one thing. We were singing with the fish, all of us. When we go touch him on the wall, it's a novelty. You should get one of those. They're really fun. Sing with the fish.
Oh, you mean with old Bitey over there?
Yeah, old Bitey. Come on, Bitey, let's have another song.
There's like this one halfling who kind of like looks up and touches him again, and immediately he starts again. Oh, there's the place I like to go.
Brandwell claps and applauds and plays along.
Yeah, there's like a couple of already like drunk as ass.
Hoping
There's another like two
Yeah.
male humans and a big strong lady who are already like just posting with the fish.
Yeah, just hoping that this just kind of pisses the officer off, and he says, "Oh God, Mike, to hell with these guys." So
Nah, you Branwolf roll a deception check first.
yeah, I'm gonna. That is 19 and deception. What do I have in deception? No, it's an 18. Put on my spectacles there. And one moment, I think I'm deception of 18. Here's one more. Hurry up, Brown Wolf, come on. Can't open up my character. Well, I think is that wisdom or what is deception? Here we are. No, it's charisma. Okay. Well, then it's 18. It's going to be 18.
All right. Yeah. Well, then what about your friends? And I didn't quite catch your name, sir. What was it you said?
Brown Wolf.
Branwolf, you said.
Brown Wolf.
And you
It's a
see him
big-
make like a little note.
Yeah, make sure it's a big B and an R like
This
in
is
Reginald.
just for me. There's no official
Oh,
record
okay.
or anything.
Yeah, the wolf. If wolf is it's the typical skilfing W which leans towards the V on an F.
With
Bra-
2F in the end, then.
No, Bran Wolf. Wolf. You know, like the dog. Wolf. You know. Yeah, that's-
He like looks at you and then he makes a note.
I just smile.
All right, and then the rest of you folk, where have you been between 9 and 10 in the evening last night?
Well, we've been together all the time. Do you know what caused these attacks? Because when we came here, we encountered like several beasts, displacer beasts or of some kind. Do you think they could have done it?
No, it definitely looks like there has been some wounds made by weapons and even strange what we haven't seen in a while. Some firearms apparently were used as well. I mean, it's not that we see firearms every day. Now, question, Blackwater: do you carry your pistol like openly on the belt, or?
Of course I do, but I'm not there. I'm still sleeping.
Oh, that's true. He's
So
not,
on the
oh,
top-
you're
You
not-
haven't come
Yeah.
down
Oh,
yet.
you're not
Exactly.
down yet. Oh.
I see. All right.
Not down yet.
But officer, do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
Yeah, there was no like ice
At
spear
this
through the
point,
hearts.
I'm afraid I can't like give out any more information. It's official town business, and we're still investigating the matter.
If I want
But,
to put my
but as visitors, I'm not quite sure if we're feeling safe with all
Yeah, I'm actually
those
really
murders.
concerned.
yeah,
You've got some really strange things going on
Yeah.
here.
and
Should
there's
we
Exactly.
be
That's why.
careful?
and there's some
you
strange
should definitely
people
be careful.
too.
Yes.
I mean, traveling here on our holidays here, we you know,
Holiday. So where are you from?
there's
sir?
from the way off Skilfing lands, you might know them, and
How did you get to Icewind Dale?
there's
If I
a
may ask.
yeah, and what was I gonna say? You can't interrupt me. I'm not. I don't work that way. I'm very slow.
Well, you seem to be covering my questions with.
I'm
lots
not
of
covering
questions on
nothing. I
your
just
end.
want to. I just want to let you know. There's a little stinky guy. He's been hanging around this pub. He smells. He stinks. He's got flies all over him.
Oh, you mean old Francis? We call him Digger around here.
Well, I don't know what his name is, but he's been really strange, popping in, popping out, and I mean, he made me feel. I love the place, but he makes me.
Have you seen him
heebie-jeebies.
around that time last night? I haven't
Yeah.
seen him around yet to ask him.
He
whether
was
he's
in here
been
last
this
night.
year.
He was in here last night. I think I might have been into my third pint, maybe the fourth, but he was going on and on about if I wanted to maybe get into something or buy something or have our dogs or something, meet him up at some barn. And he tried. It looked like he was going to sell something to us, and we said no. We want to have.
You seem
nothing
like
to do with
frantically
that.
noting down stuff.
Yeah.
about-
Write down that stinky
All
guy.
right, so you're saying all of you have been here then at this point? yesterday between 9 and 10.
Too cold to go outside, sir.
Well, yeah, too dangerous in your city
Also.
with this
But
murder.
Enchanted, yes, there's like a big city with lots of stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
Well, it seems kind of strange that this doesn't line up with the story that old Scramshax told me, who said he saw you leaving at about 7:30ish to 8.
Man has to relieve himself, sir. And I tell you, these little porta privies you have here, they might be good for halflings and normal folks, but look at the size of me.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
see,
I
you
don't-
see at this point, you see that all three, like Hruna, Storn, and Korix, like also come up, and Hruna, like speaking into your round, just saying, "What's going on here?"
Something must have happened outside when we were sitting last night, you know, drinking and singing the fish song, if you remember. And they said something that it had to do with us, but they don't believe us because Scramshack saw me go outside when I like to go water the flowers, you know. I like to do it outside.
Don't you remember? I told you that you were supposed to help me get the sled ready and everything for this morning.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's
why
what
we were, officer. We were outside getting the sled ready. We have a large journey ahead of us, a vast one. So, if there's nothing else, and she kind of like hands him 2 gold pieces, like under the side. We would be on our way and get out of your hair. And she like gestures all of you to follow her outside, and the rest of them.
Bye-bye.
All right, you follow her.
Yeah, we follow her. I turn around and check on that stinky guy. He's really strange.
Okay.
And then keep on going.
So all of you follow. Blackwater, you come down. Nobody is there.
I
Come
guess
down.
breakfast.
Cleaning
this like
Cleaning his pistol.
yeah. You
Still
see
some
like
blood
there's
on
exactly. You see like there's a couple of what looks like town guards like interviewing people. One of them comes up to you. Good morning, good sir. We're currently in the matter of some investigation that's going on about what happened. Something happened outside the town. Could you tell us, please, where you were between 9 and 10 p.m. in the evening yesterday?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we met up with this super strange, stinky guy just outside of town. On some what was it? Some stables. That was it.
Was it by any chance? Was his name Francis?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. We didn't
You
end
didn't
up asking his
catch a
name, but I can describe him to you. He's super stinky. Like that's the
Yes,
first thing.
please.
So hygiene 0, absolute nothing. You never learned that.
Yeah, he immediately like starts writing stuff down.
Oh, what else? He looked.
May I ask why you were meeting Mr. Digger outside of town?
Oh,
you said it was near the barns down
Exactly,
the
yeah.
southern gate.
Yeah, he had some interesting proposition for us, but he would not really give us any details. It's regarding an issue that we've been having. So
Was it? Did you hear any commotion down by the barn?
Oh yes, of course.
What time was this? What time exactly?
We
Do you remember?
ended up meeting up at 10, I think. He told us, yes, something like that. And we didn't see him at first, but then we got ambushed by him and like 2 other lackeys of his.
So you and he notes and fixes like his gaze on the like your pistol that you're wearing, and so you're saying you took part in the brawl that was happening down there?
Took part is a terrible way to phrase it.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes, we acted in self-defense.
I see. And he like keeps making down notes. And were you alone by any chance, or was this? Were you together with? Are you traveling by yourself?
No. I have this group of colleagues, mates, friends. I don't know if you've seen him, but there's this unmistakably
Is it like
huge barbarian.
like a tall man with tattoos, a dwarf, and
Yeah. very
and
horny.
the wood
and-
elf from the looks of
yes,
it.
yes, yes,
Or-
and the yeah, and the
Oh,
magical.
God.
And
dwarf.
they were with you.
I was more with them, to be honest. It wasn't really my idea, but I just followed them. I'm kind
You
of their bodyguard, you know.
Sell out.
I might have to take this up to like the captain's lead on the investigation. Are you still in town? Would you be willing to maybe relay and repeat this statement in front of the town council if it comes to that?
It depends on what
We
that
still don't know all
is.
the details, but we might need to touch on a couple of things in terms of questioning.
Of course, but when would this happen? Because we kind of need to go right now.
Oh well, I mean, maybe if you follow me and have the time, we could do it right now, and I would check up with a couple of my colleagues and maybe.
How long would this take? Because we really need to leave, and this is a longer voyage that we need to.
Well,
depart to.
then, what we could do is, and he kind of like hands you the note pad that he's been working on. You see like the notes that he apparently was scribbling down parts of the story Branwolf told him is like all redacted, all of that out, and took basically what you said and just like crude point by point style on there. Their signature would suffice for now. Is there any way maybe we could contact you?
Yes, of course. We are moving to the town of Argos. If by mail,
there's a vacant, there's a vacant building there.
now if you mail it to the local to their biggest inn, which I can't remember because we have a few nights booked there. If you could send us a letter there addressed to
The Highlock Arms. You
Yes,
think
yes.
I've been there a couple of
That's
times.
the one.
Very good place. There's
if-
good ale as well.
yes, if you send a letter to Sir Hemington, that would be myself.
Sir Hemington, all right.
I will be
Now he
available to
lies.
receive that.
All right, well, then, if I would need a signature, Mr. Sir Hemington,
Yes,
in your
of
case,
course.
just to sign off on the truth of the statement that you've given me, and
Absolutely.
then you can be on your way, and I will mail you in case we have any further questions on your behalf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. And I just scribble down some beautiful H on it.
All right. Well, then, good luck on your travels, and hopefully we'll be, hear from you again soon, Mr. Hemington. Be safe.
Yes, likewise.
Dangerous times.
Indeed.
And he,
Good
like,
luck with that.
keeps continuing asking the rest.
You'll find us out with the dogs if you come out.
Yeah,
I
you
do,
step
I do.
outside to the rest of the group. And you've noticed Blackwater's been gone for quite some time.
Where the hell have you been?
So, what the hell did you guys tell the guards?
That we were drunk and we sang the fish song. We sure as hell weren't near the stable. I'm not stupid.
Perfect.
Slow,
Exactly what I
but
said.
I'm not stupid. Oh, well,
Shall we
that's
go?
good. Yeah, sure.
All right, yeah, you see, like, Hruna putting together, like, on the sled of yours, would look like a couple of packs of rations on there. She says, I brought you the snowshoes as well as you requested, and 2 more tents. That should hopefully suffice for your journey. In terms of a guide, I'm going to send Storn here with you. He might be able to, since you don't have to do much walking, just let him sit on the sled. He's been like think his feet aren't what they used to be. We had a long trek here to Bryn Shander. But he might be able to point you in the right direction where we abandoned the sled, or we're forced to abandon it more so. He's he can't really speak. He lost his tongue to frostbite a couple of years back, but he tried licking something which he wasn't supposed to. But maybe he'll tell you the story, right? And you just hear.
Oh no, man! This is gonna be so. Oh, that's evil.
But he seems like completely. He seems completely hyped for the journey and smiling and ready. And he like sits on. He like just climbs up on the thing. And well, I'm all three of us are definitely thankful that you're doing this. Like I said, if you were able to return the stolen shipment, or at least maybe what's left of it, then we will be sure to spread the word about your deeds to the Battlehammer clan within the Dwarven Valley, and also I'm sure that up at the Black Iron Blades, they're good friends of ours. They might give you a good discount in any future dealings you have with them. So if there's nothing else, I hope that you have everything. Keep a good watch on Storn. I've known him for 25 years.
Yeah, we will. And as soon as we meet up and we have all the information, we'll.
He's already completely Storn sitting there completely bundled and already lighting a pipe.
Yeah. Should we? Is there anything special? I mean, we've got what did Kruna give us? She gave us something to show that we we were true. What was it?
Was it a coin or was it?
Oh yeah, like an amulet she gave you.
An amulet,
It looked like an anvil.
Yeah,
that she handed to one of you. I don't know who pocketed that.
I can't remember. Did I hang it around? Is it like it hang around your neck or something? Or
Wasn't it?
Maybe you mixed it up and gave it to Stinky. Who knows?
No, I didn't. No.
I got it. No.
Yeah, I got it, but so I probably should add that or something, or have the DM add that to me. Yeah, I'm gonna hang it around my neck and show her I got this in honor, and we will definitely honor your symbols and hopefully be able to befriend the clan.
All right.
Yeah.
While we are on our way, maybe you could do us a little favor and just, because you're gonna rest here for a little bit, right?
Yes, we're going to stay here for a while and await your return.
Good. Maybe you could keep your ear to the ground and listen to maybe some rumors or any ongoings about the murder that happened a few days ago.
Sure. Anything we should know in particular?
Yeah, you haven't heard about the murder?
Well, no, we heard about the stuff, but it seems like maybe you found out something.
The only thing we know that the person who got murdered was a glass blower.
Well, we'll use our time and look into it, sure.
It happened outside the gates, so I don't know. Maybe if you've come up with some information that might be helpful.
Sure, we'll have a gander around, see what we can find.
Thank you.
All right, be safe. Keep a close watch on Storn, and farewell.
Farewell.
Yeah, and is there anything else you guys want to do, or do you straight head out?
I guess we're ready.
Yeah.
Out the gates.
Let's just go.
Yeah. We know about where we're heading, so.
All right. So you guys head out the northern gate.
Storn is more or less also like a guide, so he doesn't speak,
he already has the dogs, and you're guessing maybe he was the driver initially of the other sled that they were working on. And he's smoking his pipe and just having a gander up in the sky, looking out for landmarks here and there. And
you let us know that we're in the right direction, or if we have to change, Storn. Okay.
I have Tara fly. Sorry, I have Tara flying up ahead as well, just to have a little scouting to tell me if anything weird is in our way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you guys right now are Storn seems to be handling the dock sled. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Well, he's you are northbound. Let me also switch the map to bada beam, bada boom. Here you go. So you're currently down here, Bryn Shander, and you see that Storn, he doesn't seem to be taking the main road. He seems to be actually going straight into the wilderness as the roads allow it. Northeast is where he's towards the Dwarven Valley.
Not able to see the map at the moment.
No, I'm smelling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still
it took
loading.
a
Oh,
while
never
for
mind.
loading.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There it is. Here we come. There we are.
Every now and then.
And it's
Um,
snowing.
I'll try to talk with Thorin with my awakened mind. See if I can.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So, tell me, what happened?
Yeah, he kind of like relates back to you. What you mean?
Well, who? Oh, he's not surprised that we can talk. Okay, cool.
I mean, he seems a little bit
Yeah.
startled at first and looks at you in a weird way, but he seems to figure it out pretty quickly how it works.
What happened? What happened to this sled, and who surprised you?
Well, it seems like we were on the route for about 2 days, and we were caught in this like horrible blizzard, and it seems that some kind of yeti attacked us, tore first 2 of the dogs apart, and then oh god, hang on, I need to like quickly check what his name was in my notes. And Ubok, that was his name, and tore Ubok apart as well. And we just hauled ass, tried to get out of there as quickly as we could. It took us about another 2 days to fully get to Bryn Shander. Almost lost an ear in the process.
And what's a yeti?
Oh,
Do I
Yetis
know
are
that?
these- you haven't seen one, but you heard of like the general
Yeah. Okay.
tales about them, what they're like supposed to be, and you do know that Yetis more or less would be from are often seen more in these mountainous regions of like the Icefell Peaks and probably even Icewind Dale, all of this like mountain range leading north from the Barren Mountains.
But why would a yeti attack you? Hungry?
Well,
Angry?
More or less, well, they're more or less hangry, so to speak. We got lost off the normal path we would follow due to the blizzard, and apparently wandered a little too far into its territory or lair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have something similar here with Branwolf. If he's hungry or angry, don't get in his way.
Or horny.
Oh, I see.
Or horny.
You seem like
Yeah.
turn around. You see Storn taking like a confused look at you, Brandwolf.
I look down and smile.
And he turns back to Freon. So, where do you guys hail from? Where did you learn to do this like thing with my mind? I hope you're not able to read all of my thoughts.
Oh,
Kind
no,
of
don't.
try him like intentionally. He tries to like shield off a bit.
No, don't worry. I can't read your mind. I would never do that either.
That's some really weird sorcery going on. So yeah,
How-
where did you learn this?
Oh, I learned that way back, but that's a long story. Not that interesting.
Are you sure?
Yes,
If
pretty
you
sure.
tell me that story, I might tell you the one where I lost my tongue.
Well, you licked something. I'm not sure if I really want to know what you licked.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And he just starts laughing loud. And you notice this. I mean, this is like a silent conversation. Something's going on. Like Frion is just like very interestingly staring at him, and then he just starts laughing.
Branwolf, I bet they're gonna start kissing or something.
I think he's doing his thingamajiggy again where he gets in
Oh.
people's heads.
I thought it was like a dwarven thing. Never mind.
That could be, no, but no, I live with dwarves. They're okay people. Too small for me. I once had a dwarven lover. I almost broke her.
Once?
Looking, Bramwolf just leaning back in the sled, kind of,
What about Freon?
what?
Okay.
That went over Branwolf's head. He's
Just
he does.
reminiscing still.
That's no. That
Reminiscing.
yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
what's the rest of you doing? What's Tiala? What are you doing? Are you just like sitting
Watching outside.
bed?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just sitting and watching everything, trying to see if there are monsters nearby or something
Make a
like that.
perception check, Tiala.
23?
23. After about oops, hang on. I'm gonna move you guys a little bit. After about 1.5 hours in or so of your journey, you notice there's what seems to be a rather thick, just this cloud of white, almost like a storm front brewing further north that makes it hard to see. And at the same time, Frion Tada also returns to you, confirming what Tiala sees, that there seems to be a blizzard further up north that is moving quickly in your direction.
Yeah, I'll tell that to Storm that.
Because right now it's like snowing, but it is definitely picking up in terms of like the wind. You tell that to Storm. Yes,
Yeah.
Storm kind of like stands up in the sled and also tries to like make out, and he says to you, like with the awakened mind, we should probably hunker down and sit this one out. Don't want to like move through an active blizzard, otherwise we might get lost.
Are we in the Yeti's territory yet? What do you reckon?
Well, I don't have like the housing options and like territories of each Yeti in the neighborhood, but I don't recall that. We should probably still be out maybe half a day or so from the area where we left the sled.
All right.
So it's up to you.
But-
You can decide if you want to find some place a little bit sheltered and put up the tents and wait it out, or if you want to keep pushing.
Well, you're probably more knowledgeable about surviving out here than us.
Well, if you have the time, we should wait it out, aye. Definitely the safer option.
Yeah, I'll turn around and tell the others that what he said would be might be a good suggestion.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, let's kind of get the doggy safe. Turn around the sled. Make it kind of
there seems to be a small
hut for
little
them.
like mound somewhere next to a hill with some broken like shrubs and dead trees around that seem to give as much cover as you might find, since you're in a very like open plateau kind of area.
I kind of crawl in and with my bulk and body just make kind of like
Moving the snow around.
roving around, checking if there's no bugs or any other rodents, which I just might eat if I find them. And they're just kind of, I think there's room for everybody. If the dogs come in, should keep us warm.
It's easy enough. You can like clear away a little bit of snow and stuff, but yes.
Can we pitch a tent, or is it too stormy to pitch a tent?
No, it seems fine. Storn also urges you to like put the tents up in time before the full blizzard hits you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do you want to do that? Do you want to all pitch up the tents?
Yeah.
I think you should have a total of probably 4 or something now.
So,
Yeah.
I think 4 tents. Yeah. But easy enough. Like as soon as the last one, you already start putting it up and you feel the like cold grip of the snow as it's like starting to become more aggressive over time. And just as the last
facing each other, and so that we have,
and you see each other
see each other, use as much warmth as we can, see whoever.
I mean, just as the last like tent goes up, like the outskirts of the blizzard seem to like slowly but surely envelop you guys. You do kind of like put up the tents also with the like open areas facing towards each other. Are you trying to put up a fire, or is it just like the tents and storing everything?
At the moment, I don't think the fire will burn, except if it's a magical kind of fire, which I don't know if anybody can try to light or something. If anybody has that knowledge.
I mean, as soon as my fire leaves my hand, it's normal fire, I guess.
Okay.
You can sit outside.
Yeah,
until the arm freezes off.
So
I mean, we can huddle in one tent, and I can make a fire in my hands and keep it up. But
well, I was gonna see, like I said, get as close as we can with those. If there's 4 tents, and let's see how many are of us? It's each of us. Then we have the dogs. We have.
It's a total of 5 people and 4 dogs, I think. Yeah.
So.
It's gonna be like too crowded for one tent, but
no.
I'll still huddle around to save. I'll
go to the beasts. I'll have the dogs in my tent if they want.
Yeah.
They want to come in, and I'll keep them warm. They keep me warm.
I also take some dogs.
Yeah, we like each other's smell. We're good.
Yeah, you okay, so you take 2 dogs, Bramwolf takes 2 dogs.
Yeah.
And Storn stays with Blackwater and Freon in one tent. And you guys all bundle up together. You guys also see Storn, he's kind of like almost, you can see he's kind of like starting to go just into like a mental state of just riding it out. He just like completely puts himself into his winter clothing, sits there, and he then just after 20 minutes or so, he starts like slowly humming some dwarven tune to himself, just to himself, and not really paying much attention to what's going on around him. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast my cantrip of fuck me, I never can spell it properly. Prestidigitation.
Oh, I don't know that one. The cantrip of fuck me, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one.
Prestidigitation,
that one, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I can warm up to a cubic foot of non-living material for an hour.
Ooh, okay.
So I can cast it multiple times.
So you got any like object that you want to use?
Well, yeah, my mittens.
Your mittens, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and Storm's probably mittens or I don't know.
Yes, like these Fäustlinge, what are they named?
Yeah, mittens, yeah.
Yeah, mittens.
And then for I don't know if the cubic foot, if that encloses the whole of Blackwater, or if it's like...
That's too much, you can join me a bit if you want.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna warm up I don't know, either his shoes or if he has mittens.
Okay, so how hot can he make it?
It says warm.
Pretty hot. Yeah, warm enough that it's probably comfortable still. You see Storm, who's like
a hand warmer.
And he just like nods towards you, Freon, immediately just thinking it's probably you doing it. You, Blackwater, you suddenly feel your boots becoming warm and cozy and nice. Yeah.
Can you do that to
Brandwolf, you and the
like,
dogs are like... It's like extremely cold. You feel the wind is cutting even through the tent. Yeah. But you do necessarily feel the dog's warmth as well, and they are happy to like share and just bundle up.
I got my pelt.
But you do feel them. They are like, same for you, Tiala. They are like shaking ever so slightly because they are cold.
I pop up my flame to warm them.
Okay. Then, Brandwolf, you make a constitution.
I'll keep you warm.
Yep, immediately, poof, sadly it's gone. But you make a constitution saving throw, since everybody's keeping themselves warm, and you just have your set of winter's clothes for this.
But you have a torch or something?
19.
Yeah, very good idea. Inside a tent.
Inside a tent, yeah.
I mean, between that and farting inside of the tent, I don't know what's worse. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he poisons our dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Aw, they're good.
To die.
Good. They used to my thing. So what was that? What 10?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution plus 6. That is 24.
24. Okay, yeah. It's cold, but it doesn't like have any permanent effect on you or anything. You've endured coldness before, and you've been in Icewind Dale now for quite some time as well. But yeah, I mean, half an hour passes. An hour passes. Doesn't seem to light up after an hour. Is there anything else you guys want to do, talk about, or something specific?
I want to keep casting Speak with Animals and just bond with the dogs. Talk to them, make them feel.
Do they all hear it?
At least.
Do mine hear that too, or is that just the two with you?
I mean, I can also talk to them, I guess,
I have no idea. I mean, if you're
checking in if they are okay as well.
Yeah, I mean, you do see Bram with like their head comes up and like kind of looks outside the tent every now and then.
It's okay, boy. Stay here. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
And he like they just hunker down again.
Hunker down.
But yeah, Tiala, they do seem kind of okay with the situation. They don't seem freaked out. They seem cold, but that's about it.
I would like to confess to Freon.
Father, I have sinned.
So, about that whole
my son.
About that whole situation this morning, you have any clue what the hell those officers wanted? Because I kinda did end up telling them exactly where we were, what we did.
Oh, you did? Why?
I mean, why not? I thought you guys would do the same, but apparently not.
Quickly before you continue, Branwolf and not Tiala, but Branwolf, can you make a perception check?
Hey.
Just to see if you can because the tents are close together, you would technically hear it. Tiala wouldn't have a problem with her like supernatural passive perception, but it might be hard with the wind to understand everything.
I hope
14.
For you. 14. Yeah, you would get the gist of it. Not everything, like every word is cut off every now and then from the wind, but you do hear what Blackwater is telling to Freon.
I call out, cause he's a dick.
Well,
just see Storm
just me for him.
No, because Freon was asking, why did you tell him? And I said,
there's like shouting going on between the tents outside while the wind is blowing.
Go to bed, Bramble.
He's a brick? What?
He's a brick? What?
I don't know. Either way, they know exactly what happened. I told them it was self-defense. And
you told them that you were there.
We all were there.
Oh, good. So you dragged us into it.
Yeah. Hey, I thought you guys said the same until I saw like Branwolf's notes all scribbled down about something about being drunken and stuff like that.
Well, of course that's what he says.
That's what he says every time. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You should have known that.
But I mean,
you guys got something to drink? Hey.
Anyway, I don't see anything wrong with it. Why would it be a problem?
I don't think it's gonna be a problem, no.
Okay.
But I don't know, maybe, I don't know, just to stay out of trouble.
Okay, if anyone asks, I'm called Sir Hemington, and you guys are my lackeys in Bryn Shander, right?
Sure.
It's just to cover the story, that's all.
Yeah, sure. It is.
Oh, who's called Blackie? I had a dog called Blackie. I had to eat him. We were talking. It was almost like a situation like this.
You see, there's like the head of the dog like comes up.
No.
Looking around.
Just joking. They don't understand our humor. Yeah, it's okay.
I wish I could craft sleeping potions right now.
I can cast a sleeping spell if that's required.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, see if you can hit Branwolf with it.
Yeah, Tiala, you hear like far away, somewhere in the distance, like what sounds like a dog or wolf, like slightly just howling, and you see like all of the dogs' heads kind of go up, and then just go back down again. Same for you, Branwolf. They like go up,
What's up, boy?
And-
What's here? What's here?
And it just they just like snort and lay back down.
I'm gonna pop open my last bottle of cranberry wine and hope it's still good.
I still have mine.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Tiala totally shit faces herself by herself in the tent.
Oh, I gave mine to...
Somewhere in a parallel universe, suddenly Kadir raises his head and turns to the side and sniffs. She did it.
She did. She did not. A bitch.
But yeah, it smells delicious and it's still tastes as good as ever, Tiala.
Of course, it's halfling brew.
We smell it too? No, it's too
You
far.
don't smell anything, no.
Except myself.
You might just hear a thump of a cork being.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah, but not with the 14-year-old. No, sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, Tiala tastes as amazing as ever.
Nice. Gonna feed some rations to my boys.
All right. Yeah, you can mark
and
off one
girls,
ration.
I don't know.
Everyone?
Oh, I think it wasn't it like 3 boys and 1 was a girl? I think.
I don't remember.
I think so.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because it was Arthos, Porthos, Aramis, and D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan, yeah.
Yeah, and I
But
think
there's 4
D'Artagnan
boys.
was. No, I think D'Artagnan was the female. But yeah, D'Artagnan and Aramis are both with you.
Yeah, I got the old ones, the fighters.
Arthos and Porthos.
Yeah. Hey, Porthos, are you as hungry as I am? You hungry, boy? You hungry, boy? You hungry?
Like,
Yeah. I go get our rations to eat. I think we got
Okay.
some cured meat here. Take some.
You can also mark off
Also
1
feed-
ration.
Yeah, kind of feed one for
Yeah,
you.
I mean, you guys are getting hungry
Yeah, of course. It's
at
about-
this time around.
about
It's like
noon-
it's like you
noon
had a
now.
very early breakfast, and it's now around 10ish or so.
Yeah.
Is the
Chicken
storm
breakfast.
is still going wild outside?
Still
right?
going wild outside. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no
I'm
sign of
hanging
it
out,
dying
having
down.
some food as well, and then I'm just gonna lie down and try to get a bit of rest in.
Yeah. Nom nom.
I'm gonna share one with our friend.
All right. Yeah, Storn eagerly like takes a couple of chunks as well.
Can he masticate without a tongue?
It's very messy, but
Yeah,
he's able to eat. Yes.
Okay.
It's not
Just
my
wondering,
tent, so it's fine.
Yeah. Like a quarter of it ends in the beard. He's like, like still half an hour later, keeps
Oh,
finding bits and pieces of it.
Something for later. Okay. Take off my. Have to take off a ration. Yeah, well, I want to into my inventory.
But yeah, after a while of like silence after eating, he actually starts like humming the tune again and like kind of like in a low tone, just like singing to himself what seems to be some cultural nursery rhyme or something. You don't recognize it, Freon, but he just like keeps singing to himself, and then also after a while just like kind of dozing off a bit. Anything else? Or are you guys still waiting?
Still waiting from my side. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just waiting and resting and.
Yeah, after around another 2 hours or so, your best guess is that the blizzard seems to have lasted maybe a total of 4 hours since you guys hunkered down, and you lost that time. But it's around 1 in the afternoon now, and it's like still very windy, but it's not as blizzardy as it has been before. But you see Storn kind of like wakes up a bit, and he pokes his head outside and just looks at you, Freon, and also Blackwater, and he's like, "Huh?" And just motions with his head towards the entrance of the tent.
It fell in the well, Storm? Really?
Wait, what?
He just shakes his head and he heads outside.
I don't understand Dwarvish, I'm sorry.
I think he wants to move on, or thinks that
Oh.
it's safe to move on now.
Well,
I think
you would know.
the dog probably will notice.
Yeah.
And get up.
Let's go then.
Yeah, you do hear like some commotion outside and stuff being like the tent is slowly being pulled down on their end, and looking outside, you see that Storm is starting to like pack up stuff, get the sled ready, and unfasten it.
Okay, come on, boys. I think we're ready to get up and go. Kind of get them up and help them shake themselves awake, and then.
Tiala, how much did you drink of the bottle?
Half of the bottle, and I'm gonna hand the rest to Brandwolf as I come out of my tent.
Hey.
Do you want some?
My girl, of course. Wow. Take a good swig of that and kind of look over to the other one. Anybody want some second breakfast here? No? Yeah?
Keep it.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Without waiting for an answer, just kind of offering. No, offering. Why I offer it to Storm if he wants some. Or...
Yeah, he like sniffs it and takes one swig, and he's like, and hands it back to you.
Oh, no problem. More for me. I finish it off.
All right. Yeah, you guys get ready. Easy enough, and you head out. There's like I said, still a heavy wind going, but it's like clouds above. The light is very twilighty in a sense. After around an hour or so passes, you come to a location where Storm himself suddenly kind of like stops the dogs, and he kind of like looks around the place, and with the awakened mind to Euphorion, he says, this must be the place where we left the sled somewhere. And he like kind of like looks around but can't pinpoint anything particularly.
Yeah, I'll tell that to the others that it seems we're in the right area, so we probably should keep our eyes open for the sled and Yeti. And I'll send up Tara to have a look for the sled.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe she'll see something.
Yes, Thorn also says that the blizzard probably didn't help and might have like snowed in parts of the sled, or maybe more that didn't forbid, maybe even parts of Ubok. But it might be good if we would have a gander around, maybe clear a little bit of snow, see if we can find any prints and stuff. And you see him like he seems to like hitch the like clear the snow a bit from where you guys are, where the sled is, and he seems to like try and hitch it down to like a dead shrub that's near in the vicinity, and then he like starts moving snow aside and wandering around looking for stuff.
Should we let the dogs go and help search? I mean, they have better smell than we do. They might be able to find something.
Can you kind of talk with them and tell them?
Yeah, I take 10 minutes, cast my Speak with Animals again, and tell them to search for, well, dog bodies and other bodies, and like basically a cart.
Yeah, you see.
But also not to go too far away, but stay in sight or at least earshot or something.
Yeah, you do see that Storm kind of comes up to you, just like and he like kind of looks around in his winter clothes and pulls out what looks like a torn piece of shirt, like splattered with blood, and he kind of like holds it up to you and to the dogs.
You might get the scent, I think he's saying.
Yeah, okay. Dogs, try this. Should smell like this.
Yeah, and they all like initially sniff and then immediately like go off and like with their snouts in the snow and like look around the place. Freon, make a perception check with Tara.
Yeah, I keep an eye out and follow them around if there's something I might have to start digging or something.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, all of you can make like a general perception check, and Freon, you can do yours with advantage for Tara.
Yep. So it's a 20 in total.
20 in total with advantage, right?
With advantage, yeah.
All right.
11.
Bunch of snow, Blackwater, for you. You
Thank
can't
you.
like spot anything specific.
And it's... Where's my attributes? Perception.
Or sorry, it wouldn't
Oh, wait
be
a minute.
perception, it would be investigation, my
Oh.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
But yours can
Okay.
still be with advantage, so that's fine. Just take your roll.
Too bad. Perception that had +6. Okay, investigation.
Can I roll again?
Oh,
Nope.
that's worse than. What the hell?
The 3.
Oh, it's an 8 in total. But I'm good at
All right.
investigation, what the hell?
Very white snow.
It
Looks fresh.
I think it's cold.
Wow, Tiala, what's wrong? 3 as well?
Oh, less than I
Oh,
have.
can I roll
Yes.
as well for myself?
No, it was fine, just with advantage with Tara.
Okay.
You're using her, guiding her, basically.
Oh, nice one.
And 19 plus stuff.
Plus stuff. And not that much stuff because perception is... No, you said investigation. No, that's...
Investigation.
I'm not intelligent. It's 0, so it's just a 19.
All right. And Freon, it's still a 20, right?
In total, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you are like the dogs are having problems finding stuff, and the rest of the bunch is not really a help. After 15 or so, like awfully quiet minutes of looking around and almost giving up hope, you suddenly spot a couple of 100 feet northward of you what looks like a smaller dark spot in the snow, or almost like buried underneath the snow, and something bigger a couple of feet next to it that looks kind of whitish.
Okay. I'll start clearing the snow off of it.
It's like far away. This is only
Oh.
Tara who's like spawning.
Tara.
out far
I'm
above.
sorry.
Yeah, no.
Tara's-
Yeah, I'll point it out to the others then
Okay.
that there is something up ahead. But if the white mound is that, is it sleeping? Is it moving? Is it breathing?
Doesn't seem to be moving, but you're quite a distance away, so you're not really
I'll,
sure.
I'll guide her closer.
Okay, make a stealth check for Tara. Ever seen an owl go poof? Poof. Poof.
Oh shit. It's 10.
10.
That's a good
Okay.
roll.
Yeah, Tara like silently floats through the wind that's going on and looks and comes closer. Suddenly there's like this gust of wind that just like slams her to the ground right next to what this dark mound was. She just like rolls through the snow and just like shakes it off. And now you can see through her eyes there's definitely a humanoid, probably half of a dwarven corpse, like the upper half. The left side, an arm is missing. You don't know below the waist where the rest of it is. Like there's like this fresh coat of snow everywhere, but you do see Tara like moved away some, and there's like frozen blood into like the ice below, and it seems almost like this seems to be some piece of like a dwarven corpse. The larger mound, kind of whitish looking next to it, you see fur, like this dark gray skin beneath it, but also this fresh coat of snow atop it. And you do see that the fur is stained with like a dark red blood here and there. And it does not seem to be moving, neither of these mounds.
So, Storn, it seems we found your brother up ahead. And it seems as if there is a dead Yeti next to him. I'm not 100% sure. So
Yeah, he like immediately looks in the direction that you point him to, and he's like, "Ruff!" And he like keeps like walking and wading through the snow like without hesitation towards the corpse.
I'm gonna follow him so that he's got
how
extra
how
protection.
how sure do we want to make that the Gideas did?
I'll just attack the fucker. I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do we want to
Yeah.
like try from a distance to see?
Yeah.
You can blast it if you want to.
Poke it a bit. I can poke it with a
Oh yeah, you have
the darts.
with a dart or something.
Whee!
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit windy, maybe. No.
Just get Tara out of the way.
I
just in
mean,
case.
any like ranged like projectile attacks would be a disadvantage
Never mind.
during
you do
like
it.
a
You
like
do
a
it.
heavy.
What
a heavy
about-
wind.
Yeah, I'll just shoot an Eldritch Blast. at
I
him.
was just gonna say.
Why not?
Yeah, make a ranged attack.
You know how well I roll, so
Unless you want to get closer.
Nah, blast it and see if it moves.
No, I have 120 feet, so it should be good enough. It's a 17 and a 16.
Okay, yeah. Both of them like hit their target immediately. Slam. Both of them just like slam into this corpse of the Yeti, who just like rolls a bit to the side. The fur gets like singed, but immediately everything is like quiet again and doesn't seem to be moving.
Yeah, I think he was just moving, but I got him. We're safe now.
oof,
Good
nice.
guy.
Good one.
Kill.
Oof.
Yeti killer. I
Yeah,
salute.
I mean, so
salute you.
Storn looked a bit confused towards Freon with all the magic display, but he keeps like shoveling towards the remains of Ubok and just like falls to the knees, and he's just like cries into the wind, just like ah, and then takes like this partly the half of him that's still there with the head attached and most of like his torso, and he just like puts his forehead towards him and just like stays there silently and weeps a bit.
I want to keep an eye on the surroundings, just in case something else
I'm gonna kneel
is
down with.
interested.
Okay.
I'm gonna kneel down with Storm since I know dwarven death rituals and everything since I spent all the time with Albrecht Stormbringer and them, and just kind of give them my
Empathy.
my empathy. Yeah, well, that's
Okay, yeah.
knowing that if it was a Klingon, I'd cry to the heavens with him. If not, I'll just weep with him together and just kind of want to be there for him.
All right. Yeah, he like keeps weeping with you next to him. Freon, make a perception check.
20
20.
in total. Yeah.
What you definitely don't see is the sled.
Mm.
The sled does not seem to be around. You also guess that from the looks of it, probably the blizzard has like eradicated most of the like most of any like tracks that might have given any indication of what happened here, or maybe like a battle or whatever that might have taken place here. But you don't spot anything like out of the ordinary in the distance or so. Then again, it is hard to see a bit with like the snowfall that's picking up. That seems to be picking up a little bit.
I'd like to pat Storn on the shoulder and just kind of have a look at the Yeti to see what it died from. If it's like, was it axes or
yeah,
what
make a medicine check.
Eldritch Blasts. I told you.
yeah, I know. Oh God, not all too well. Medicine, is that wisdom? One moment. Medicine.
Medicine is wisdom, yeah.
Oh, good. That's +2. Well, at least a 14. I got
Okay.
a 14. Yeah.
Well, you do find some like weird impact wounds from probably the Eldritch Blast, you're guessing.
Yeah.
And compared to the wounds that it's a little bit hard to see with Storn holding Ubok, but
Yeah.
like Ubok has been ripped in half by
Yeah.
something, and you do see like the big clawed like hands of this Yeti. They are
Yeah.
like blood riddled, and the fur up to them, and also like parts of its like grotesque face. But he does bear lots of wounds in terms of they look like they were made by some kind of blade, or at least like a bladed weapon, most likely.
Okay. Any arrow shafts or anything in it? No.
A couple of what looks like to be broken away arrow shafts on like as you turn it around a bit with your foot in its back, and you do find underneath the snow a couple of arrows that have missed their target.
Okay. What do the arrows look like? Are they look like normal hunting arrows? Could they be arrows from I don't know, like a guard or something, or a special type? Like if they were made by I don't know, dwarves or something.
Make an additional nature check.
Oh shit! That's only a 10.
What you do definitely recognize is that these the arrows themselves, they're not man-made. They definitely look more of the primitive kind, like you would have seen maybe like goblins, maybe also some orcs that have been using more of like these goblinoid or other like humanoid creatures. But they're definitely not of like a nicely, Fletcher made.
Yeah, not like a city guard thing. Okay.
No.
Okay.
The blade wounds.
Yeah.
Are they reminiscent of anything that one would call an ice dagger or something like that? Like, is there any remains of it? Okay.
No.
Nothing obvious.
Make another investigation check. You, Blackwater, in particular.
Good at. It's 18.
18. You do find somewhere off 20 feet or so, buried beneath the snow, what looks like a large wooden shaft with a blade at the end that reminds you of a glaive, crudely made, that kind of like fit the style of wounds this particular like Yeti corpse. And what you also find is next to it, in the vicinity, a torn off what looks like arm that features like is like covered in this dirty ash kind of gray fur with like clawed hands.
Call of a brown wolf. I think I found the killer of the Yeti.
Does it look, having a look at it, does it remind me, since I've seen my fill of orcs, goblins, and half orcs?
You already made a nature check with a 10. It's definitely something humanoid, but it's definitely no orc.
Okay.
But you're not quite sure what is like humanoid and has like fur on it.
Leon, does your book have anything on this?
But it's a like a muscular arm that's been ripped off.
On what?
On this arm. I'll just point to it.
Look for drawings.
Compare it.
Look under arms. Expenditures.
Yeah, I'll can have a look.
Okay. Make a nature check with advantage.
A natural 20.
Oh,
nice one.
Yeah, you like open the book 3 pages in. You immediately stop as you recognize a crude drawing of like a furred humanoid walking on like these bent like legs, like bent backwards kind, and you see like the a snout like face and you recognize this under being the entry of Gnolls.
Gnolls.
How do you kill them? Because that's the title of the book.
That's the title of the book.
That part is ripped off.
What's in there as well is that you know that it has like some text in there about Gnolls being these very feral humanoids that are usually like shunned by civilization. Therefore, they live on like the outskirts of and like borderlands of the usual civilization world, and are very known to like not only slaughter but also devour their victims. And you also know that Gnolls themselves, they are of demonic origin. And there's this story that is also like visited upon in the book that tells of that the origin of Gnolls usually traces back to a time when the demon lord Yinagu found his way to the material plane and ran amok. And usually a pack, like packs of ordinary hyenas, would follow in his wake, scavenging the demon lord's kills. And these hyenas that like drank from his victims, like the blood of his victims, they were transformed into the first Gnolls parading after Yinagu until he was banished back to the Fade. And the Gnolls then scattered around the face of the world, a dire reminder, more or less, of his demonic power.
Are they clever? Are they I don't know, would they be able to like steal the sled, or would they be able to be led on to steal the sled?
Well, in terms of intelligence, it does state that they do know of like value in terms of like resources and things, although they like rarely build any permanent structures or craft anything of like a lasting value. They don't make weapons or armor that much, but usually like scavenge items and then like build their own kind of armory and stuff. They string ears, teeth, and scalps and other trophies from their foes onto like their patchwork armor, that kind of thing. But in itself, in terms of intelligence, it's only known that they don't have any like goodness or compassion in their hearts. They're more or less like a demon. They lack anything resembling like a conscience. They can't be taught or like coerced to put aside their destructive tendencies. And they have more or less this frenzied bloodlust from their demonic origin. And the problem that what makes them so dangerous is what the book also expands upon, is that they do usually strike at random. They emerge from like the wilderness, plunder and slaughter, and then they move elsewhere. They're like very nomadic in terms of being like nomadic destroyers. They attack almost like a plague of locusts here and there and kill everything like in their wake, like their demonic forefather did, more or less.
So they run in packs, I guess.
So nothing about how to kill them.
Nothing in particular, other than that they don't seem to have like the same tendencies that you would expect a demon might have, in terms of, you know, that they would need silver or magic to be harmed.
On the third page, on the third like the title says, magical...
Yeah, I'm gonna write a stern letter to the editor.
What kind of fake advertisement is this?
It does say they are susceptible to the usual armaments that a hunter would be equipped with.
It dies if its head is off. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Cut off its head.
Yeah, I could write a book like that as well.
If limbs can be torn and lay around, my kind of animal, my kind of thing.
Retrieve all the blood and
But yeah, you see also in the meantime, Storm is like stomping around the place, and he has turned into like sour mood. He seems like pissed, and he's just Arr! And you hear him like shouting in his awakened mind to you, Freon, like, "We need to get whoever did this to my brethren. This is more than just a A shipment of stupid iron ingots from the mines. This is about the blood of my own. Who did this?
Well, if it wasn't the Yeti, then it was some sort of Gnoll that killed the Yeti, and maybe your brother.
Oh, he just like seems to inspect the corpse of the Yeti in the meantime. Tiala, what are you doing?
I'm collecting the dogs and putting them on the sleigh again and bring up the sleigh to
Okay, to the rest.
the rest.
All right.
Because it's standing in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like off a ways.
I'm gonna pick up a stone and demonstratively in front of Storn so he sees this. Gonna sharpen my axes and says, "He will be avenged." So,
yeah, and he just like nods towards you, and he also like pulls out one of like a hand axe that he has underneath his clothes.
I pat him on the shoulder. We will avenge him. For the, my God, what was their name? Not Blackfoot Clan. Hurry up! The battle axe. Jeez, for the Battlehammer Clan. That's what it was. Yeah, that was their
He
name.
says, and yeah, he nods. And you see him just like smash his axe in like the dead Yeti's corpse.
Tiala, you're quite good with looking for tracks, right?
Normally, yes, yeah.
Maybe because there's no sled around. Would you be able to find where someone dragged it off to?
I can try. I can also tell the dogs to try to sniff it out. Maybe.
By the way, does a Yeti have horns or something like that? Has tusks or anything specific that?
Yeah, you do see like a pair of like these large horns off to the head.
Does he have guns or bullets?
He does not have guns or bullets.
No, but
yeah, he has a little pouch strapped over his shoulder.
Yeah, he's got his stuff in. Yeah, he's got his little man purse.
Yeah, he has 3 healing potions in there as well.
3 healing potions.
And also, strangely enough, a lease to a house up in Lonelywood.
I'll take that one.
And 500 gold and a map leading to Kadir.
Oh, and the third part of Tiamat as well.
Oh yes, my God, what a find. Okay, no, done. But since it's I don't know if it's not frozen too much or something, can I cleave off use my axe to cleave off a horn, more or less as the horn of a Yeti?
Yeah,
we might be able to need it for either for evidence or if not, maybe sell it somewhere. Maybe Yeti powder is good for. I've heard it's good for the manhood, or I don't know.
Oh, you've heard it.
Like,
got advertisements.
Yeah.
So the first one was like horn of a Yeti. Let me write that down for you.
Yeah,
horn of a Yeti, and then the other thing was the
third part of Tiamat.
No, that was the amulet.
The lease.
Yeah, the amulet.
The Hammer Clan amulet.
Amulet, yeah.
Do I know if there is any component of the Yeti that makes for good potions or maybe soups? I don't know, some food.
It's foreskin. Yeti foreskin soup.
You would.
Yeah,
know that.
The Skilfing babes are wrapped in it.
Yeah. They take
to be protected against the cold.
They wrap them in Yeti foreskins and keep them, yeah.
And the more I learn about the Yeti, the more I hate them.
I wore mine until I was the age of 12.
22.
Yep. Still have it like a little hat.
I'll just stop asking questions, Jesus.
We're still so gonna get banned on Twitch one day. I'm telling you right now. One day.
Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
Let me
humor.
double check something.
I mean, they got teeth, they got fangs. I'm just thinking there might be something like eye of a newt and horn of a Yeti or something.
No, nothing in particular.
Nothing worth powdering.
I mean, You're not quite sure. The blood might be worth something, or might have some usage due to it having tendencies of being in like kind of creature that lives in like alpine regions and stuff against the cold. But you're not quite sure.
I'm assuming it doesn't really have a lot of blood left, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
Why not? I can carve the heart out for you if you want it.
Nah.
While I'm at it,
What is it always with you guys cutting up corpses to the point of no recognition?
It's monsters, it's fine.
It's a beast.
Yeah.
It's a
Monster
beast.
parts.
Yeah,
This is-
monster parts.
This
You
ain't
can sell
Monster
them.
Hunter. You can't like.
No.
Hey, I
Yeah,
made
mean,
the
you
shield.
did make a shield. Yeah, never
Exactly.
mind that.
Shield out of Yeti horn. Yeah. Do you want the other horn? Should I cut it off for you since I'm doing it here at the moment?
Not for me, thank you.
You want?
I've got
Okay,
enough
then I
wood.
just keep the one. Okay, I'm gonna look towards Thorn and see.
You're gonna look really stupid when one day a Yeti turns up with only one horn.
Ooh, an undead Yeti, maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, this one's dead. Oh well. I can live with it.
Who knows what the Frost Maiden's power is capable of?
Well, then I can give him back his horn. Hey, buddy, look what I got for you.
Catch.
Just put that right back on.
And we're cool.
I am complete. Now you are fucked.
Shit on.
Deep out of luck.
Shit out of luck.
Shit out of luck. You are the luck of my bud. You will suck. Yeah. Okay. So heading towards, looking towards our buddy.
He's like sitting there with the axe in
Yeah.
the Yeti,
I'm
Gimli
looking,
style.
kicking it against to see if it moves or not. Looking,
Chittering
I
around.
really don't have an idea how far are we even at the beginning of the dwarven lands now.
Like
Kinda
asking
look
Storm,
at
he
asking
tells you you're
Storm.
probably still like a couple of miles out from the beginning of the Dwarven Valley.
of the Dwarven Valley. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're kind of
Like
like
this was because they were already heading out when they were ambushed
Yeah,
by the
okay,
blizzard
so-
and the Yeti.
So should I look at him and just should we continue towards the Dwarven Valley, or should we
I
go?
think Leon
Fun-
asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Tiala?
look for tracks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're still missing the sled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Well, yeah, Tiala, then make an investigation check.
Investigation or survival?
It's the. Yeah, you're right. Survival would be.
Ah, that's bad. But I've got a plus 12 on survival, so it's a 20.
Oh.
You do definitely see that the recent blizzard has like cleared any kind of tracks. However, kind of leading away from the arm that Freon found and the glaive, you find that underneath some of the snow, it seems that like there's tracks of blood splatters here and there, or maybe that whomever this arm belonged to was only wounded and has left a trail of blood that is like frozen beneath the snow.
Okay, can I cut loose one of the dogs so like 3 of them can pull the sled and one is helping me? Because I think that dogs should be
Yeah.
able to smell blood.
Yeah,
So he can help me find
Bloodhounds.
the trail.
yeah. Then make another wilderness survival check for with advantage since the dog is helping you, and you do see Tiala taking off with the sled in some direction, or are you informing them?
Well, I
What
feel
do
like
you-
I discussed it with Freon, so he should be
Yeah,
aware
we-
what I'm doing.
Okay.
I guess so. Yeah. I'm gonna follow her as soon as she sits out.
Yeah.
29.
29. All right. Yeah, you follow the tracks for like 15 or 20 minutes or so, and you do come to a point where suddenly this like powder snow kind of gives way to what seem like tracks made of something heavy that resemble like a sled, at which point you like follow them further, and you do see like still there's bits and pieces of blood here and there that have like frozen on the soil beneath, and you come to what looks
Are we all? Are this the two of them just heading out alone?
I don't know. What are you guys doing? Are you following them or?
Yeah, I guess I'm looking at Storm and see what he's saying. I guess the rest of the dogs are pulling the sled because if
you just see
one
like
dog-
Storm kneeling down one more time and just like taking his leave from his friend, and then he follows you, axe in hand.
Yeah, I tell him kind of signal it to him that get on the sled, rest up. We're following them.
Yeah.
And I just kind of have Blackwater and Storm get up on the sled and now follow their lead with the rest of the dogs in our packs and everything, which we've already packed together, all the tents and everything, of course, not leaving anything back.
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
the 3 tents that are still standing where you left off. But you do follow these tracks, and you do also notice the wind is like picking up again, and it becomes increasingly harder to see like further ahead than further ahead than maybe 60, 70, 80 feet or so. But just this wall of white. However, you do hear, as you're currently standing on like what seems to be a ridge leading up, and there's like the sleds kind of like are leading around it into like an area that seems like the small little valley, and you do suddenly hear like the yapping of something, like yapping noises, and almost like cries and sounds of some strenuous activity going on further ahead. It almost sounds in parts like laughter.
Laughter, hyenas, yapping, gnolls. Okay. Brain works. I looked to Storm and said, we better get those axes ready. I think there's trouble up ahead. And so I take out my good old friends, Leroy and Jenkins. And
Can
just kind of get ready.
Are you sure there is an enemy? Because I would then poison your blades.
Please do. I
can't see anything yet, right?
You can't see anything. No, the like trail of the sled kind of like goes around a bend at this point.
How
this yapping and laughter, because Freon told us that these
doesn't seem to be that far away, coming from where those tracks are.
That book said that they used to be like hyenas, and hyenas have a laughing sound.
I'll apply 1 alchemist's poison on each of Brown Wolf's axes.
Okay. Very How long do they last?
Give me a second. I have them open 1 minute. So
1 minute. Gotcha.
Kinda, or I can give them to you, Brown Wolf, and before we strike,
I can. Yeah, if as soon as I see him, I'll go into kind of a readiness. So as soon as I see something and said, okay, danger and initiative, and then I would poison the blades.
So I give them both to you.
I would send off Tara to scout ahead for us, no?
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
All right. You do see with Tada leading down. Let's see if this works. Let me get you guys over here. Let's see if you see anything.
Oh yeah.
So do you see yourselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like your own
we are up here. Yeah.
I do not see I only see a black screen. The viewers see everything.
You know? Yeah.
Weirdly enough. Okay, let me.
Oh, there we go.
I copied you just now. Anybody else doesn't see themselves?
I don't see the
Tara.
You don't see the other
Yeah.
buttons. Okay, so for Blackwater, for some reason, it's fucked apparently.
But I can look through the views thing. It's fine.
Yeah, we can fix it afterwards.
It's
but yeah,
fine.
you
Black
kind
bars
of
up
climb
there.
up into this ridge, and Tata
Yeah.
sees it first. That there is indeed what looks like the sled of the dwarves that are being pulled by 3 like fully like tall looking these furred humanoids, these gnolls with their nasty snouts. One of them seems to be missing an arm that's like bandaged completely and blood soaked. He's not as much pushing the sled, but just more or less just trailing behind it. And they seem to be making their way. They might also be stuck. It's not quite sure yet, but they seem to be arguing about something. But they seem to be making their way underneath what looks like an archway made of stone further ahead from your viewpoint. But you can't really see past it due to the snowfall that's going on.
Does only Tara see this now, and she relays that to Freon, or do
Tana
we
sees
all
it first, but as you like climb around the bend
Okay.
and up this ridge,
We
you do
also see
also
that.
recognize that this is where these yapping noises are coming from, and this
Okay.
hyena laughter. It
I-
sounds like laughter, but they do not
Yeah.
seem like happy at all about stuff. They just seem to like just bark at each other and keep trying to move the snow. It seems almost like it's maybe stuck in snow, and then some of them are like yapping at the guy in the back who seems hurt. And yeah, but you guys see the tokens of them as well, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
for
would.
Blackwater
Yeah.
for some reason.
I'll just cast Toll the Dead on the last one, on the wounded one.
And I
Okay.
would like to poison my blades to get ready.
I
Okay.
ready my gun.
So
I
all of
put
you
the
wanna
one dog back.
all of you wanna ready stuff, and Freon wants to immediately get going with Toll the Dead.
I ready my hangman's marker and a raw potato on the other hand.
All right, just in case, I'm
Just in
prepared.
case.
All right, so do you want to guys pick up on this next session?
Probably because it's
Because
gonna be a
I don't know if
battle.
you want to like start a
No.
whole battle or not.
Nah, we'll do it next session. But
This
I only
hour.
see 3. I only see 2 gnolls. Is there the third one?
Yeah, because there's the whole campus on the left-hand side with the other 40.
The other 40.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I still have a scroll of fireball left, so.
God damn it! I keep forgetting about them. All of your scrolls and shit. All right, well, we'll see what we can like remedy in terms of token visibility in Foundry, which has been skittish these last few sessions. But yes, then we'll continue with the Gnoll ambush that you guys are preparing.
Yes.
Next session. So thank you everybody for tuning in and listening. Thank you guys for playing.
Excuse our blatant adult humor.
The adultery.
Yeah, the adult humor. Sometimes very blatant and very explicit.
Yeah, so as always, you can find all of our stuff, our episode links, even like our sign up for like the newsletter in case you don't want to miss a new episode of ours. All just on slanteddice.com. Everything's on there. Other than that, be sure to subscribe and like and share. If you want to help us out, just leave us a couple of kind words on iTunes. That's the best way. It's free and it helps us with visibility in terms of sharing the love. And you can also rate the show on Spotify. And yeah, as always,
coming soon, a merchandise shop with Yeti condoms. Yeah, look out for that.
Yeah, I want to see you design them.
Yeah, we wish.
With horns and everything.
Yeah, with horns and everything. Yeah,
all right, and before we get banned, thank you everybody for watching and listening, and we will see and hear each other again next week. Stay safe and goodbye.
Goodbye. Toodle.
Bye bye.